Hey guys, this is like not your typical reality check episode. This is gonna be a special retrospective edition about some friends we've lost. One in particular, Mr. Ronnie James Dio.
It's a sad day for us all. The metal community has suffered a great loss. We in particular feel this loss.
Same day we lose Ronnie James Dio, we also lose Debbie Abano, who was a very important person in the Bay Area metal scene. She was a band manager.
Another great vocalist, great songwriter, and good friend of ours, Mr. Peter Steele of Typo Negative. We also lost a few weeks ago. Same age as me, so I was feeling that one a little hard.
We lost Corey Haim, and Dragon Dave did an interview with him. And also former My Victim bassist Ray Chandler. He passed away also.
Ronnie James Dio was a friend of ours. He was a fan of the show. He's been on many times. We've had the great pleasure of hanging out with him many times. Always treated us very specially, like a friend, like a brother. And
he'd have a hug for us whenever we'd see him. You know, he actually wanted to, like, he'd go, "Hey, Danny, you remember my name?" and give me a hug, you know, and that meant a lot. And just the way I saw him always treat the fans and always thank each person backstage for coming to the show, asking if they liked the show. He went out of his way for everybody, and he's a very special, one of a kind.
This one is to him.
For me, Ronnie James Dio was the nicest guy in rock and roll. Always accommodating, always a pleasure to hang out with. Treated us at a complete professional level. As an equal whenever we hung out with him. So here's to you, Ronnie, a true gentleman, and you know, really a bellwether metal gentleman that we hung out with in the annals of Reality Check.
Hey, Gary wants to say a few words about Dio.
Only one. That's it. There's nothing else to say.
The rock world lost one of the most amazing, fucking nicest persons I've ever met in my life. Ronnie James Dio passed away a couple of nights ago. You guys know about this, right? It's bullshit, but that guy was one of the coolest guys I've ever met in the business. I've met a bunch of guys, and I've never met anyone more genuine than this guy. It's like, sometimes life doesn't make sense, but it just sucks.
I'm going to say this with a really heavy heart, that the passing of Ronnie James Dio is just huge, and how he makes everybody like myself feel orphaned. I can't believe that I'll never see him again, but he left with me many great memories, many great songs, things that have carried me through various parts of my life and still have to this day and forever will. All I can do is say that he was a wonderful, graceful, and gracious man, gifted and true in every way. He was like our grandfather. And the magic elf caught the rainbow, and I just don't want to believe it. But thank you, Ronnie James Dio, for all you've given to us. Rest in peace.
We'll never forget Ronnie James Dio. This is a special piece I put together featuring highlights from different interviews we had of it every time he's ever appeared on Reality Check since 1994, which also includes live footage of him with his Dio band and with Heaven and Hell.
Here it is.
Just in case they don't know, everybody in the world doesn't know, there's Vinny Appice, the world's greatest drummer, Chuck Wilson, the world's greatest bass player and singer, Tracy G, Tracy the Beast G, greatest guitar player on earth, Ronnie James Dio, I sing once in a while, Danny and Shannon, it's all of us. It's unfortunate that there are a lot of journalists out there these days, whether they be film or video journalists or print journalists who only want to hear what they've got to say. They seem to be so much into. I mean, I've seen articles sometimes about people who have had to go, say, 500 miles to see a band. The entire article is about how much trouble it was for them to get up in the morning, to get to the airport, to arrive, to get from the airport. Never a mention of it. Then I went to see the band, and then someone gave me a beer that didn't taste very good. These are people who don't have a care about the music that's being made. You know, I mean, you guys obviously are fans, and that's the important part. Right? If you're not a fan, you can't report on what's going on. Days of arena rock are, you know, for now. Let's hope it comes back because it was fun to do that too. But this is just as much. I'm here to really learn something. You learn that you can be in this business for 30 years and still get great enjoyment out of bringing it back to this level. Because this is where you see them sweat as well as they see you sweat. That's the reason we did it. We wanted to be able to let people know what we are doing, other than those people that you're talking about who really appreciate. Yeah. I've either made people really like the things that I as an individual have done, or especially more importantly to me, the things I've done with the bands I've been in. But there are those who just have this great big woody on for me, you know. And I don't know why. I've never been unapproachable. I've never been anything but everything, and I've only tried to make good music. And I don't know whether it's jealousy or stupidity, or maybe it's my own stupidity. I don't know, whatever it may be. I've not been treated kindly by a lot of people, but I certainly have been treated kindly by the people who matter to me. And that's all I care about. Yeah.
I was going to say Strange Highways is definitely the album that Sabbath should have made.
Well, you know what? So was Overtime. Because that was another, you know, how this music came in ready to do, but you know, because of the political, well, because of all the political practices, when they did have the Sabbath all those times, then, you know, we didn't have a chance to stay together. I thought that Dehumanizer was going to be an album that perhaps we could have stayed together with and been there, you know, for the rest of our career. That would have been the end of the career. Right. You know, we're happy. Finish it off that way. Now, in retrospect, I'm very happy that this is a man that cares about himself. There's no crap going on. Nobody hates each other. Everybody loves each other a lot. I mean, it's sad that didn't happen. It was always the dollar or the pound that seemed to make the difference, or the ego that made the difference. And I'm sure I'm the one who's always going to be ego. And you know, I'm just telling you, person to person, I'm not an egoist. Don't be an ego. You can ask the guys that I play with here. Ask them when I'm away from me if they have a problem working with me. If I mean, you might hear it from me on Saturday, but that's always selling grapes because I'm such a hard worker.
This has been my chat with Ronnie James Dio.
This has been my chat with Shannon. And Danny, he's got to sneak in here.
I just want to thank Mr. Willie Fife and also to Tom.
Let's get him in here. Come on, Willie.
Yeah.
Come on, Willie. Come on here.
Come here, Willie. You got to give me a Sharpie because we're going to get a picture signed here. Yeah. Thank you for calling us.
Hey, Betty, Tracy, Jeff, you guys got to come in this picture.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, we're in DIO. What program are we on?
The Reality Check.
The video program.